everybody, Sunfire here. So exciting news. I graduated. Well, not yet. I haven't graduated, but I did pass my capstone course. Finally, the second time. Um um my I feel like this professor was a lot more helpful, and also I talked to him more than the other when I took my first capstone course, because I since my 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 initial um theme research question that I had for my first capstone was rejected. So it was about it was trying to compare like modern medicine and fictional medicine, which was kind of like not really working. So he didn't like that. So then I went to Buddhism. At this point, I think I thought it would work, and then I went over it with him. He didn't really have an input on it, so I assumed that it was okay. And I guess he knew. Excuse me, I'm kind of thirsty. I guess he thought like there were workings there, but at the end of the day, I didn't know what I was doing, and I guess he didn't know I was doing either. So, and I would ask him some questions, and I feel like again, I'm not saying totally, I'm not blaming him, but since I didn't know what I was doing, I didn't know what questions to ask. And since he also didn't understand what I was doing, he didn't really give me any input. Well, he did give me input, but it was basically all negative input. And so that made me even less, I feel like that made me even less confident about my paper. But it was 70 pages, so that was, I thought like, well, I wrote something on 70 pages, and each chapter, I hope each chapter is like, I want to show the difference, like how like Buddhism strengthened throughout the world, and like how it stayed relevant throughout the world. And it's just like, I guess it was just too many things. I wrote a lot, but I guess it was just too many things, and so I didn't pass, obviously. So um second one, it actually happened again. But I had the new research question from an old course that was on the Buddhism thing. And he was just like, and so my new professor said, maybe you should only focus on doing Buddhism in America, because that was one of the points that I was talking about in the thing. So I was just like, okay, I'll focus on Buddhism in America. And so then I think I also did go over a little bit more with mom's help. I mean, before I did go over with my uncle and aunt, who actually are Buddhists, and they did lend me some of their books on Buddhism. Um, Although they weren't, I forget what type of Buddhists they were, but they weren't exactly the Buddhists that I was covering, the Buddhist sects that I was covering. But I mean, there are probably a bunch of sects that I did not cover in any of my papers. So I did go over it with my mom, um, and we did work on it a lot more than when I um, than my first capstone. And I talked on the phone more with my professor for the second one, and I think it went well. when I talked to him, that made me feel, whenever I talked to him, it made me feel a lot more at ease. Um, I so I was still nervous because last time I didn't make the amount of pages, the minimum pages I need. I did 70, and in this course I did 68. So I was just like, oh no, that made me. So I turned it in a day late though, but I got a perfect score, so that's awesome. But the thing is, I've done, I haven't done all my papers, but I have done one or two papers where I have turned it in, and I like wrote the best I could, and I'm like, I don't know what else to say, and I've turned it in, and I have gotten a good grade back from even if I've not so much that I'm under, but like one or two pages, and like for this I was 68 pages, so that's like that's 7 pages under, so it wasn't a big deal. And so and I the first course I counted how many citations I was supposed to have, because I was supposed to have at least 30 books. In this one I didn't really count it because I used most of the sources from my first paper. But I mean, I did add got rid of some old books, and I did add some new books, but I didn't really count how many sources I had. But I did have at least 4 pages of citations, so I don't think I had anything that was, I think I had enough sources to back up my claims. And right now I am trying, thing is, right now I'm trying to, right, pause, I need to think about what I'm gonna say. Okay. Right now I'm trying to get it published. The the instructions on Brightspace, that's like Blackboard, their own version of Blackboard. So the instructions on Brightspace are that I have to get the permission from the professor, and then I have to get permission from the department, and then I can upload it to ProQuest. I don't know if anyone knows that, but like if you go to basically any library, a lot of libraries have subscriptions to a lot of scholarly websites. So if you go on the website, if you go to a library, it doesn't have to be a school library. I'm pretty sure even like local libraries have subscriptions to a lot of things, a lot of scholarly websites. So you just you just can look for ProQuest, and they have a section for theses and dissertations. So I'm gonna upload that. I will have to pay $35 if I want it copywritten. So I'm probably gonna get in copyright. Um, um, Also, the thing is, he did write, like, so I upload all my stuff throughout all of my program. I upload everything on Brightspace, all my assignments on Brightspace. So like for this course, I uploaded my thesis on Brightspace. So the professor can only give you so much feedback on Brightspace because he has like a small window to put like his, oh, do this and do that. So he gave me the feedback. He was just like, I saw it. I remember the day. Well, it only happened like last week. So I remember it was in the morning. I was just like, that's when, and like everyone on who was, I was everyone was totally like waiting for grades, and they're just like, what, am I gonna graduate? That's what I heard. I saw all the posts on an SNHU forum on Facebook. When are the grades coming? When are the grades coming out? I need to know. I need to know. And I was just like that person. And so I woke up that morning. I was just like, oh, I need to know. So I looked. First thing of the day, I looked and I saw it, and I was like, I gotta know. I was like, I was so happy that I passed, but I got a 900 out of 900. I was just like, yes. So that was fun. That was a good start to my morning. My mom screamed when I told her. um, so he's in the feedback. He did say something along the lines of, "Well, I like your topic, but I don't really have that much to say on it because it's not something that I know much about." And it's like, well, a lot of people don't know that much about. I never even thought of this. I never even thought of this topic unless my first capstone teacher never said it, didn't pass me. I would have never thought of this topic at all. But overall, I'm pretty. I don't want to say I'm satisfied with it, but I'm okay with my paper, and I'm even more okay now that I passed and I'm graduating next in 2 weeks. I'm going to Manchester, New Hampshire, and I'm going to graduate at SNHU Arena. And I'm happy. So I've been trying to call him. So I've been trying to call. Right now the class is over. So we did have, I turned it in on week 9. That was the deadline for the thesis turn in. And then for week 10, there are 10 weeks, by the way, in each semester for grad students. And so on week 10, I had to write a reflection paper. And I was just like, but I recycled my reflection paper from from the first one, and I just added a few more paragraphs to it. But I was just like, my reflection is, I'm like, what I really wanted to say in the reflection is like, I'm tired, I'm done, why am I doing this? But I didn't say that. So like, basically I'm trying, now that everything's done, I've been trying to call him this week, and I've been emailing him. I get that he's busy because right now we only have a week in between. You only have a week in between semesters, so right now he's probably trying to get ready for his next semester courses, and trying to have a break from teaching the previous course. So I kind of get it. I know he's busy, so I mean, I have a little time to get get him, but like, I mean, today was the second time I called him, and I was kind of like bummed out because, again, he didn't really. I had to leave a message saying, "I'll talk to you later." So yeah, that's it. I got my cap and gown, I think a week before um before week 9. So, and when I saw it, when it came, it came in fast. And when I saw it, when I saw the cap and gown, I was just like, oh no, what if this happens again and I don't pass, and I have the cap and gown here, and I'm just gonna look at it every time and be like, oh my gosh, you could have passed, but you didn't pass. But I'm so happy that I did pass. And I also, again, had a better feeling this time because I kind of knew a little bit more about what I was doing when I was writing it. And I talked to him more often than I did my other professor, so that's good too. And I got good feedback from him, like constructive criticism about what I should do, instead of just have my other professor just saying, I don't like that. I told you not to do that. Don't do. And yeah, that's it. So right now, I'm finally so happy that I get my Saturday back. Like, I can just do whatever I want. So, well, not whatever I want. I mean, I still have to work. By the way, I just got a new kid like a week ago, too. Um, and one kid just left yesterday, too, so that sucks. But, so now I'm back at 15 again. It's 15 students again, but, I'll make do with that. Uh, so yeah, I'm just trying to live life. So I will see you next time. Bye.